Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 645. For comics originally coming out, holy crap, we are into June. We are talking about books for June the 8th and June the 9th. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic shop this coming Wednesday, missed you guys last week. Heard you guys did a great job without me, and there's been requests for anybody but me to do it, but unfortunately...
Not true. Not true. People do love Mike when he pops in, so it's nice to have him spend a little time with us. That was cool, but it's really nice to have you back, Kyle. And
nicest thing the Big Brother's ever said.
Glad you made it safe and sound from the Windy City.
Yep. I found a half-price books, dug through some stuff, did not find any gold in the comic world in Chicago, but I tried.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Glad you were able to get away and do a little bit of that. That's fun.
Yeah, always.
Well, while you were gone, we have to wish a hearty congratulations to John Abele, who is our patron winner for the June contest, May contest, spring, summer contest, where we gave away a CGC 9.8. John is our first Canadian winner. So
Ooh, international podcast that we are.
We are international now. So congrats to you, and thank you for being a patron, and thank you to Adam Pastory for providing that CGC 9.8 for him. I'm not sure what the title is. I'll have to check with him and see which one he picked, so that we can continue to. Hopefully, we can give away one more. So let's continue to beat the drum that we are giving away at least one more CGC 9.8 comic to new patrons, well, existing patrons as well.
Any patrons,
so
patrons of all ages.
A patron at any level on our Patreon site, which is patreon.com/comicsfunprofit. And it's not just a contest giveaway. It's also where you can get access to our Slack channel, where you can get exclusive and early access episodes. There's a lot of fun reviews on there that have not seen the light of day elsewhere, and some other commentary and fun stuff.
Pictures of not one, but two of the meals I ate while on vacation, also in the Slack. And you can get that nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
By being a Patreon.
Yeah, so follow along with Kyle's gastronomy.
Yes.
There you go. There's tons of other free stuff that we're providing as well at different levels, but you can join at any level to be entered in the contest. And get a piece and get onto our Slack channel. We appreciate that, and we appreciate everyone who does contribute at those levels and supports us. We love that very, very much. Now, because you were gone, we got to play catch up a little bit, Kyle, because previews all came out last week, and there wasn't anybody here to talk about it.
No.
So you, my friend, and I are going to talk a little bit about Image. And what they have to offer in its June for, what is that, September? August? June for August?
August, yes.
Yeah, so June for August comics in the previews catalog. And right off the bat, we have Echolands #1, which is J.H. Williams III and William A. Hayden Blackman with... Williams doing the art and Dave Stewart helping him on colors. We haven't seen a lot of Williams since those Catwoman days, right?
And this is the team from Batwoman.
This is the Batwoman team. Okay.
Yep.
Very cool. It looks really good. It is a no-risk title from Image, so that's one of those deals where I think they can order as many as they want and get to return them. The ones that they don't sell. So I like that. I like when they put a little oomph behind it to try.
Art is wackadoo and crazy and quite well done. Scrolling a couple more pages in your preview, you get a couple splash pages of
very inventive
cheeseburgers in the sky and
very inventive comic layouts. Like some of the stuff he did previously, and it looks like he's even getting crazier. So it's beautiful to look at. We'll see if it's a fun read. I don't know yet, but it's a story of Earth's last war, which starts with Hope's sticky fingers. And they're calling it a major Image Comics event. So it's a future world that has forgotten its history. A reckless thief, Hope Red Hood, holds the key to excavating its dark, strange past. If only she and her crew can escape a tyrannical wizard and his unstoppable daughter. But fate will send them all on a path leading to a war between worlds. Echolands is in landscape format. Mythic fiction epic where anything is possible. A fast-paced genre mashup adventure that combines everything from horror movie vampires to classic mobsters and cyborg elves to Roman demigods and retro rocket ships. It's going to be a hell of a ride. Kyle, are you in or are
Seems
you
like there's
out?
a little too much going on here.
Yeah, it's 44 pages. It's $5, $4.99. Comes out August 25th. Landscape, what's that do for you? Anything? Landscape format?
Mostly confuses me, but I think I can get her figured out.
Yeah.
I'll dip in, but I'm not excited.
Yeah. We definitely got to get that first issue and sample it. And then we'll go from there.
Yep, it's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Then we got King Spawn, Kyle.
Co-written by Todd McFarlane and Sean Lewis. Nearly 3 decades in the making, expanding the Spawn universe with a growing presence of hell, heaven, and heroes here on Earth. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
If you like Spawn, you'll like this. If you don't like Spawn, don't even try.
We're going to relaunch Ant with Ant number 1 from Eric Larson.
So this is the ant that we like.
Yeah.
Okay, explain to me this.
I was hoping you could explain it to me.
Dang it.
So we got like issue like 13 or something a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was something that had continued from a long time ago in the Image history. And now we're going to relaunch it. I think this is not for me. I think it's too far gone for me to be a part of it.
Thanks for playing, but you knew.
Yeah, good job, Eric Larson. That's cool. Glad you get to chase your dragon and finish this thing up and do it the way you want. That's great. But I don't know if I want to try to catch up and understand what's happening.
Yeah.
I missed too much.
There we go. And here we have a 5-issue story arc. We have The Me You Love in the Dark. My boy Scotty Young with a very non-Scotty Young looking book.
Yeah.
Jorge Corona on art. That's pretty cool. It is under a horror, drama, romance series. So I know Scotty Young from I Hate Fairyland and some of his writings for Strange Academy and stuff like that. This is a little different.
Yeah, he's probably trying to dip into some of that Something Is Killing the Children money that's getting thrown around out there, and he's trying to get a little chunk of that, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. This is the Middle West team. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. You got me. I don't really care for horror or drama or romance, but I love the Middle West, so sure.
I like all those, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely in. And I hope it's good. I really like this cover. It's really striking.
Yeah, the tonally dark storytelling of favorites like Lock and Key and Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book, paired with the emotional depth of Middle West.
Yeah. It's about an artist named Roe who retreats from the grind of the city to an old house in a small town to find solace and inspiration without realizing the muse within is not what she expected. Fans of Stephen King and Neil Gaiman will enjoy this beautiful, dark, and disturbing story of discovery, love, and terror. Yeah. Yeah, and the sample pages, pretty nice. I do see a little Lock and Key in there.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really darn good. So I'm psyched for this. And when does it come out? We've got
August 18th. Or no, that's the other.
August 4th.
Yep.
It's only $3.99, so they're not giving us the oversized, expensive issue. 32 pages is fine with me. Yeah, excited for that.
Not too shabby.
And then we have Second Chances #1 from writer Ricky Mamoni and Max Bertolini on art. This is crime and mystery, action and adventure, and I like that kind of stuff. It's a stylized, action-packed series. Best described as Sin City by way of Better Call Saul. I can get behind that. Another no-risk title. Looks black and white right now. I don't know if it hasn't been colored or it's not going to be colored. Does it say? Yeah, it's black and white.
Black and white, yeah.
Black and white. So kind of risky. See how that goes. Not everybody can do Walking Dead, right?
I don't even like that Walking Dead does it anymore.
Yeah, now that they're in color, I prefer it that way.
I was like, hey, why didn't they just do this from the get-go?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Then we have Saint Mercy #1. It's a 4-issue miniseries by John Zerplatten and art by Attilio Roja. Action adventure historical fiction. It's a tale of vengeful retribution. Show the best kind. But it's an Inca Empire versus the American West, and features 2 strong, determined young women who must defy authority and ultimately embrace their destiny.
Nope. Well, moving on.
Yeah, action adventure of Indiana Jones with no nonsense female leads like those in The Old Guard and Witchblades.
Looking at it, it looks cool. I like the art. It looks neat, but it's 4 issues, and I don't think I can even get anything I want out of this in 4 issues.
Yeah, you know what? I don't really like the time period. It
Yeah, I
seems
don't
to
either.
be set at. I'm not a big fan of that time period, so I'm gonna have to think about that one. Slow week, maybe I'll read it.
There you go. Oh, wow. Okay. So Trover Saves the Universe, #1. We also have from Image for fans of Rick and Morty and Mega Man. Hey, I'm both of those things.
You're both of those things.
I'm both of those things. The first thing that jumps off is there is a cover B with art by Justin Roiland, who is the voice of Morty and many characters.
Oh.
So I don't believe I've seen him do much in the way of art before, so that's kind of cool. A new limited series filled with mystery, murder, and mayhem from fan-favorite author Tess Stone, set in the world of Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland's hit video game series Trover Saves the Universe. Welcome to the ICJ, Important Cosmic Jobs, where the boss ranks employees, and at the end of each month, the worst employees literally get the axe. It's really not a great gig. But when ICJ's top eye-hole monster winds up dead, the company's most inept and rival employees, Clover and Bo, are falsely accused of his murder and hunted by the space cops. Now they must clear their names and unravel a conspiracy that reaches the very top. That is, if they don't kill each other first. All right, this looks wacky. I'm in.
Yeah. Let me know how that is. I'm probably not going to jump in on that one.
Yeah.
Nora Cinder 18. I dropped this a long time ago. I didn't know it was still happening, but this is a series finale, so maybe it's been a while since the Cinders had a book. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's coming back to finish up. It's with its 18th issue, and stay tuned in a couple months for Resender. Or
Are you serious?
No, I'm just guessing.
Okay. I was going to say, we have Descender. Here's Ascender.
Yeah. Well, so they'll figure out another play on that word.
There you go.
Continue it. And then exciting, we've got the anniversary issue, 25th anniversary issue for Ice Cream Man.
25th anniversary for the 25th issue.
Yes.
And that is where we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 covers.
Mm-hmm.
And of the 2 that I see, they're awesome.
Yeah.
So
it's 40 pages. It's going to be $5. They're raising it $1 and oversized. They're going to have a special backup story in there.
Do we know any of these cover artists?
Fraser Irving, yes.
Okay.
So yes, one.
I just thought they were kind of not your normal celebratory
Yeah,
additional cover people.
right. Because it's a different type of comic.
Different ball of wax. Gotcha.
Yeah. Moonshine's finishing up finally with its 28th issue. So Brian Azzarello is going to put a pin on this one. This
Did
werewolf
you sell
drama.
the series? Has this done anything? Yeah.
I dropped it long ago, so I don't know.
Couldn't remember if it had been optioned or anything.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because I've got like a bunch of signed copies of the first few from a few years from Brian Azzarello
Oh
from a
yeah.
few years ago. Just trying to think of now as it's winding down, or if I can't remember if there's option stuff.
I can't remember. There's so many things get optioned and then they just die on the vine somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Radiant Black hits issue 7. We'll see where that
Kyle
goes.
Higgins.
Yep. Does a good job.
Doing so well, we're getting a 1 in 25.
They're going to collect Deep Beyond into a trade. We're going to do a deluxe edition for Gideon Falls. Helm Greycastle is getting collected. Labyrinth is getting a hardcover. Lady Mechanic is getting a trade and a hardcover. Some original graphic novels are being released. One's called Punderworld Volume 1. They're going to collect Robert Kirkman. Not Robert Kirkman. They're going to collect Radiant Black. And Robert Kirkman says it's the perfect superhero comic for anyone who misses Invincible.
Ah,
So that's a pretty
praise.
nice. That's pretty nice, yeah. Two Moons gets collected. Birthright gets collected for its final epilogue collection. And then we're going to bring A Man Among Ye back, which is a big surprise. So issue 6, Stephanie Phillips seemed to be stretched pretty thin, doing a lot of things over at the big 2 there. And I didn't think she was going to revisit this so soon. But it looks like she found some time. So issue 6 is coming out with a new story arc. Chew, I stopped reading that reissue.
Yeah.
That didn't do anything for me. I'm not sure if you enjoyed it or not.
Wasn't my thing.
Yeah. We've got Commanders in Crisis. That's the story of Steve Orlando thing. I never even started that one.
Similar to Radiant Black, we have a Image it's under the superheroes category, so that's probably why you avoided it, because you not an Image superheroes guy.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. There's something about it that pushed me away. Crossover's back with issue 9. Good old Donny Cates. Doing some fun stuff there.
See, under Department of Truth number 12 there, they've actually started putting in Hollywood news for that. So they actually have a blurb within the solicit picked up by Sister, best known for producing HBO's Chernobyl. Tynion will co-write the script at this stage. Is intended to be developed as a series, and both he and Simmons will executive produce via the Hollywood Reporter. So
that's
even
cool.
the previews catalog soliciting
Little spec news. Yeah, putting a little spec news
exactly.
in there. How nice. Did you ever revisit Die? You said you were going to kind of try to catch up on that.
Oh, no. But every single time we do these, I decide I want to revisit that and probably start from the very beginning and then completely forget. But I actually really like Die.
And you read like the first arc, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I really liked it.
Yeah. I don't think I even finished the first arc, so I need to probably do the same. Firepower gets in issue 14. Geiger at issue 5. Good Asians at issue 4. Hey Kids is at issue 4. It's only got a couple left after this. Home finishes with issue 5. curious what this Jupiter's Legacy turns out to be. We just got some news that Jupiter's Legacy got canceled at Netflix after we thought it was going to be picked up.
Yeah, it seemed like a pretty warm response, and then
yeah. So I guess that the metrics came back, and not enough people watched it fast enough, I guess. However, they measure their ratings in Netflix land. I did finish reading the first issue of Made in Korea. It's really good. So its 4th issue is listed here. Something you should check out. I liked it a lot. And it was great to have Manifest Destiny back. So I just finished that. What is it, 45, I think? 44. And it's in the last story arc, so really, really good stuff. And this is a very strange cover for issue 46.
That's what I was just about to say. We got,
Yes, we got some kind of like animation-looking stuff on the front of it. Not its normal type of art style. That Amelia Clark written MOM, Mother of Madness, has its 2nd issue here. Noctera is on issue 6. The Old Guard. The Old Guard Tales Through Time is interesting because it's not Rucka writing that stuff. It's he's just like letting other people write stories in his world, kind of like Black Hammer did, Lemire did with Black Hammer, and they what's her face, Kelly Sue DeConnick did with Bitch Planet, where they do their book and for some reason they go do something else, but they let people play in their sandbox. I like that because it's giving me something. It's not exactly the thing I want, but it's something that's related.
I mean, it's better than letting your comic just sit and do nothing for a long
just disappear and fall off completely.
Like, here, you write. I got something else going on.
Like, I think the Southern Bastards team should do that. If they're not going to do any more Southern Bastards, and that's Jason Aaron and who's the other guy? Do you remember? From Southern Bastards?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
I can't either. We're stupid. But I mean, it's been so long, and they're obviously not going to get it back around to it. Maybe they've had a falling out. I don't know, but I want some more Southern Bastards. That's a great world that they built, so they should do this kind of thing. Let other people play in your sandbox. Keep it going. Silver Coin hits issue 5, and it's determined it's now an ongoing. So it was a 4-issue miniseries, maybe a 5-issue miniseries. Now it's an ongoing series. So a couple of issues in, that was all they needed to see. The sales must have been strong enough, and they decided to go flip the switch the other way.
There you go.
Which begs the question, Kyle, why call it a miniseries to begin with? Right?
True.
Why do you do this?
There is no advantage to that. We've said that a million times.
I see no advantage to calling something a miniseries from the beginning. I did read the preview pages for the 6 sidekicks of Trigger Keaton, and it looks really great. So its 3rd issue is solicited here. It should be out any time. That first issue. Let's see, Stillwater's hitting 10. Sweet Paprika is number 2. Siphon is on number 2. That Texas Blood is coming back for its 9th issue. Time Before Time is on 4. And Walking Dead hits issue 20.
And down to 2 covers. Is that a bad sign for Walking Dead? That we had our big Michonne with all of our covers.
Was 20 the first governor?
No.
Is
Nope,
it?
that's
Is,
like 25, 29, something like that.
oh, is it?
Yep.
I don't know
Some
if
good
that's.
stuff in Image. A couple new things, a few old things. Mostly things wrapping up, which makes me think that the month after this will be the big one for Image.
Why do you think that?
Some things wrapping up because we got several series on kind of their last one or last couple things, it seems like.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, as I go through that stuff, I mean, I'm closest to being all in at Image than any
Mm-hmm.
other publisher. I've got to be like 60 or 70%
Yeah.
of their titles that I'm reading, which is ridiculous. But now that we've got some eye on the future, let's take a quick look at what's getting hot right now with our cover price top 10.
Yeah, cover price top 10. We start at rank number 10. We have X-Men number 53 from 1996. This issue features the first full appearance of Onslaught. His reappearance at the end of X-Men Way of X number 2 has stirred up interest in his first appearance, moving 41 copies and a CGC 9.8 going for $265. So for the longest, this is some very rare occurrence of a comic starring another comic. Normally it's a TV show starring another comic.
Yeah.
At rank 9, Marvel Comics presents number 117 from 1992. This issue marks the first meeting of Wolverine and Venom. This book was showcased on the podcast. I'm assuming that's for Cover Price, so one of their podcasts or something like that, and took off due to long-term potential and fun nostalgia-based cover. Just 17 moved, but a CGC 9.8 at $140. At rank 8, we have Hardcore number 1, second print. This is from 2012. Deadline announced that Adam Wingard to direct Hardcore for Universal and Robert Kirkman. The series first appeared during Top Cal's 2010 pilot season. If you recall, Top Cal tested various comic concepts throughout their pilot season. If readers responded well to one, then it continued on to a full or limited series. However, Kirkman and Silvestri's Hardcore did not. Flash forward to 2018, when the title was refreshed under the Skybound in the new Hardcore 2018 series. The similarities are very close. The biggest change is centered around how assassins take over the bodies of random people by taking a hardcore shot to the spine. In the new series, they do it via VR headsets. A little too close to home. Note, this film will be developed to more recent 2018's version. Despite this, the hard-to-find second print of the first version from 2012 did move 12 copies, and we're up to $58 for a raw on this one.
Yeah, so I guess my 2018 version isn't going to do much then. If the
Maybe.
if the 2012 is only doing $58 for a raw, maybe we'll get some casting or something.
Yeah, something might spike something and be like, hey, let's
Yeah.
give this a shot. At rank 7, we have Infamous Iron Man number 1 from 2016. The issue features the first appearance of Victor Von Doom as Iron Man and the Tony Stark AI, or at least the third version. This book is now trending due to strong speculation that Robert Downey Jr. will be the AI for Riri Williams. It moved 41 copies, CGC 9.8 going for $250. Keep in mind that this is the third version of Tony's AI. The first AI appeared in Superior Spider-Man 1, where the AI was destroyed in Superior Iron Man 9. The second AI appeared in Iron Man Hypervelocity, where the AI is also presumed to be destroyed. Blah, 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 blah. At rank 6, we have Captain America 16 from 2006. This issue marks the first appearance of Red Skull's daughter, Cynthia Schmidt, as Sin, previously appearing as Mother Superior. This is trending due to speculation that she could appear as the main villain in Captain America 4. So, $600 for 9.8. Dang. Some good money on 9.8.
Yeah.
Bitter Root number 13, the Sanford Green Beat Street. Image book from 2021 that just came out. Sanford Green has continuously created some fantastic film homage variants throughout his bitter run. Oh, that's cool. I hadn't seen that. However, on the heels of recent Bitterroot news, this gorgeous Beat Street homage hit that must-have nerve for a lot of collectors, moving 10 copies on the secondary market, and a raw going for $50. Seasons Beatings #1, the Marco Djurjevic variant from 2018. This hard-to-find Kang variant shows up on this list due to an aftermarket boost in sales after being showcased on podcast. $45 for a raw. Witches #1, Image 2014 book. We've got a lot of these. In a recent comic book resources interview, Scott Snyder gave an update on Witches and Undiscovered Country content adaptations. With Undiscovered Country, we're working on a screenplay right now for New Republic. He said, we have about another 4 weeks before we hand in the draft, so it's commenced and it's all good. And Witches is definitely still in development too. This news brought new life to this book that had plummeted in value since its first option back in 2014. This news helped this issue move 102 copies, and a CGC 9.8 hitting almost $250. At rank 2 from 2003, we have Superman's 10-Cent Adventure. This issue is the first appearance of Supergirl, or Sirel, who will be appearing on the CW's The Flash, played by actress Sasha Calle, moving 80 copies, $25 for a raw. And, of course, #1 being Hardcore #1 from 2010 from Image and Top Cow. As noted, this Top Cow pilot season book landed in the #1 spot after Universal announced that it's developing this comic into a film and will focus on the more updated 2018 version, but still moving 50 copies and a near mint plus raw for almost $75.
So near mint plus, what? They're both raw, right? So what's the difference?
Yeah, who knows?
You think it's a 9.8? You think it's a 10? What does that mean?
It's a 9.8. No way, it's 10.
Yeah, right. For #11, we have the Eternals #1 from 1976. It's the first appearance of the Eternals, and it's trending again due to a fantastic full trailer which hit. This helped sell 49 copies at a high sale of $1,000 for a CGC 9.6. Did you see the trailer, Kyle?
I saw stills of the trailer, but I didn't actually watch the whole thing yet. No.
Looked pretty good.
Cool.
I'm down.
There you go.
Rank 12, we have Amazing Spider-Man 375. This from 1993. This is the first appearance of Anne Weiling, played by Michelle Williams, in Venom, and is anticipated to return in Venom 2. So it sold 19 copies, had a high sale of $515 for a CGC 9.8. So the ex-girlfriend is worth $500 in 9.8.
Jeez.
She must become something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rank 13, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin #3, the Freddie Williams 1 in 10. This just came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last Ronin #3 finally came out, and this 1 in 10 sold 56 copies and had a high sale of $50 for a raw. Rank 14, we have Spider-Man Unlimited from 1993, the first issue. Still benefiting from the Carnage trailer. This first appearance of Shriek sold 51 copies and had a high sale of $300 for a CGC 9.8. At rank 15, we have the Eternals #3. The recent Eternals trailer, Cersei was front and center through most of it. This first appearance of Cersei, played by Gemma Chan, sold 38 copies and a high sale of $1,295 for a CGC 9.8. At rank 16, we have Ghost Rider 28. From 1992, the first full cameo appearance of the Midnight Suns, and this sold 38 copies, had a high sale of $76 for a CGC 9.0. At rank 17, we have Something Is Killing the Children #1, the local comic shop day variant, 2020 foil, sold 33 copies and had a high sale of $170 for a CGC 9.8. Rank 18, we we had Ghost Rider 31 from 1992. This is also related to Midnight Suns early stuff, and had a high sale of just $29 for a raw copy. Rank 19, we have Black Panther #1 from 1998. Deadline reports that Denai Guerreri to reprise Okoye role in Black Panther Wakanda Forever and Disney Plus Origin spin-off series. So with Okoye, Zuri, Naomi, and the Dora Milaje first appearance in this issue.
The Dora Milaje.
Oh yeah, from Falcon.
Yep.
That was the best part of that episode. They were awesome. It sold 23 copies and had a high sale of almost $400 for a CGC 96. Number 20, we have Black Widow #7, the 1 in 25. Lucy Nguyen first appearance reveals. Oh, no, not her first appearance, but she reveals her powers in this issue and introduces a new villain, Apogee. Sold 16 copies and had a high sale of $60 for a raw. It looks like we got our FOC email just in time, just in the nick of time from Eric. Kyle, you want to take that? Or
no, I have to go find that because
you don't have that. You don't have that up.
No, I will find it in 1 second.
While you do, we want to thank Eric for compiling these, mostly on time. Sometimes these late, but if you have any interest in getting on the FOC mail order, you can do so by reaching out to him at Cowabunga Comics, Eric at Cowabunga Comics, to get on the list. You can check our show notes for links on how to sign up there. It's Cowabunga Comics. It's also Deep Discount Comics, where you get your FOC stuff and you can place your pre-orders.
There you go. Of course, along with the FOC, Eric likes to pull out a few things that he sees some movement and some stuff on and feature them. So he's got things like Catwoman 2021 Annual #1 with a really cool looking cover there. Flash Annual #1. Brendan Peterson on the cover of that. It's another good one. Sin City Deluxe Hardcover Volume 1. Hard Goodbye, the 4th edition from Dark Horse Comics. It's a neat looking book. We've talked a few times about Kanto. We have Kanto in the City of Giants #3 of that 3-issue series available as well. Black Cat Annual #1. Let's see here. Free Comic Book Day 2021, Marvel Silver Spider-Man Venom #1. He's featuring one of them Free Comic Book Day books. That's pretty cool. Some Star Wars stuff from Marvel, the Legends Epic Collection. X Factor #10 from Marvel as well. And he's talking about things like their Shadow Man #3 exclusive Jenny Frison variant from Valiant Books that you can only get through. Is that another one that you can only get through Deep Discount?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, and Barbaric #1 from Vault Comics. There's also some cool San Diego Comic-Con 2021 Tron action figure box set. So it looks like some of the stuff that, since we didn't have much of San Diego Comic-Con, some of that swag is available to y'all if you want it. So let's dig through and see if we can find some things. Start with our DC books.
I was making a note to get some more of that Spider-Man Venom cover from Free Comic Book Day. For 30 cents, can't beat that.
No, not at all. Catwoman Annual, and I what do you think about these annuals having both an A and a B cover? So an annual having a cardstock cover as well.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
No, not surprised. But at that point, the Catwoman Annual is a $7 book at that point.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
If you're going with cardstock, but some of them good. And Liam Sharp's a good-looking cover beat. Same thing with Flash. Ah, crap! I love that Flash cover B. Oh no!
How much do you love it?
No, I don't know. That'll be one of those last second things I decide whether I want or not. But that's very cool looking.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. A lot of flashes there.
Yep. Teen Titans Academy. Oh, that's a good looking cover.
And they get they're doing the yearbook.
The yearbook, yeah, exactly.
Which is fun. It's a fun little academy. I get it.
Yeah. And so they're in line, and Red X is signing their yearbooks. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Nothing too necessary for me for FOC there from DC. Down in Dark Horse, we have Parasomnia. What's that about? We've got Parasomnia #1 from Andrea Muti. And this is a Dark Horse book from Colin Bunn. Who, of course, I love this Harrow County. But this is a book that he's doing with Andrea Moody. It says, after his son disappears, a broken down man braves a nightmarish dreamscape in order to find him and battles the ruthless cult that seeks to rule the land of dreams as the barrier between realities start to collapse. And looks pretty good. Might throw that one my way. Nothing else in Dark Horse. Take a look down IDW, see if anything pops out here. Of course, Chris crossover. Last chance to get crossover #7. And this is where Chip Zdarsky comes in and hijacks the book. We thought that was pretty funny. And there's a Chip Zdarsky missing poster on the cover. And the thing I love about that is just be great to take to cons too, and have, now that we can get back to cons, and have Chip give it a sign. That'd be very cool. Let's see. Other than that, we've got Made in Korea that I was talking about earlier. It goes to a second print, which is cool.
It's neat to see some going to second prints on things like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know how popular that series would be or not.
The thing that's bumming me out a little bit is all the Walking Dead Deluxes. I was okay with it when the first 6 went to second printings.
Mm-hmm.
I think I even bought them all because they were connecting covers, and I don't even know if these are connecting covers, and I don't want to know, I don't think. But they're also doing 1 in 25s, so I have to crank out $40 for each one of these second printing 1 in 25s. And I mean, I was completing up to this point. I had everything, and now I do not, because I'm just not going to do that. So
the 1 in 25s are just simply sketch versions of the regulars, and they're all the headshots or whatnot.
Yeah, they look like headshots of different characters, like half them and half zombified. So that's kind of cool. But
not Chase the Rabbit cool.
No, maybe I pick and choose. Maybe I find one of my favorite characters and see if that's something I want to do. I don't think so. They all look pretty much the same.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm going to stop.
And this may poison the well for the future on you a little bit. So
yeah.
Now the die has been cast. You are no longer the completionist, so...
I mean, I don't know if I had like some naive sense that Kirkman wasn't a money grubber, but it seems like just a money grab to me.
Yeah, it seems a very odd place to just be like, hey, if you want all these, it's like $500.
And maybe it's the retailer that are pressuring him to do these. Maybe they like them.
Yeah.
They seem to like variants. So, Oh well. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. That brings us to our Marvel books.
Wow. Is the Moon Knight poster the cover of first issue? Yeah. That's pretty nice. I look good on the old wall.
Getting into Free Comic Book Day stuff, even some more items like the Marvel Gold Avengers Hulk #1. Donny Cates as a Free Comic Book Day item as well. So a few things to look here.
In the United States of Captain America. That's going to be an interesting 5-issue series. Josh Churrillo, Christopher Cantwell, Dale Eaglesham. So hopefully the art's already done.
Yep.
If you remember how late that Shazam book was all the time.
There you go. So here on the cover of Star Wars High Republic 6, we have the Garon Pride variant for B, and that shows our first, I believe it's trans characters for the Star Wars universe on the cover, and this being their first cover as well on that cover B. So that one's going to be fairly sought out, I believe.
Okay.
So that cover B being their first appearance on a cover.
Down in Boom, we're getting the Basilisk second printing for issue 1. And 3 covers for Many Deaths of Layla Starr, issue 4. Power Rangers, if you're interested in that. And Spectre Inspectors finishes up with its 5th issue. A fun little book from Boombox. Barbaric gets a ton of covers from Vault.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez.
This is Michael Morrissey, Nathan Gooden. And
Tim Seeley gets a polybagged cover D for Barbaric #1.
Okay. Does it just look like a polybag, or is it actually polybagged?
We are not getting art or anything. We get no hints whatsoever.
Because then his book Money Shot #12 has a black bag variant.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's similar. I don't know.
Warning, this book contains human anatomy.
Is that what that said?
Yeah.
Now we get Locust #1 going to a second printing for Scout down there. Maniac of New York #2 gets a second printing from Aftershock. We Live
We
#1
Live
gets
getting a 4th print. That's awesome.
Third issue of Man Goat and Bunny Man. And I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Not the greatest FOC, but not the worst.
I'm going to say I've seen a lot worse.
All right, let's head on over and see what our good friends at CBSI have to say about the Hot 10.
Yeah, let's go over to comicbookinvest.com, click on their Hot 10, and find out what June the 4th has in store for us. And sure enough, at rank 1, we have Invincible, #1 from our boy Robert Kirkman. Spoken about him quite a bit today, and this is no exception. Two separate sales this week for 9/8 copies. One for $6,150, and the other for $7,000. The previous all-time high was back in April for $3,600. Dang, just incredible for a book you could have picked up 1 year ago for $1G. It's now $6,000.
Now, one of the sites was poo-pooing this a little bit. Said both these books were listed, buy it now, for over $10,000, and these were the accepted amounts, but neither one of them had been paid as of this listing.
Interesting.
So they think it might be market manipulation. So they're going so far as to call conspiracy market manipulation. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's like maybe at this time next week they will have been paid, and it will still be a big rise. So, so just take some of these things with a grain of salt. Is what I'm saying.
There you go. At rank 2, Thor, number 2 from 2014, $50 to $60. Okay, if no one else is going to say it, IOL. This first full thing is kind of dumb. She is Thor right there on the cover of number 1, like every variant of that one too, and has the entire last page where she is named Thor. What more do you want? So, why is she being given her first appearance as number 2? Who cares?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense when they give a silhouette a first appearance in other instances. So that there's not a lot of consistency with collectors.
No. Whatever you gotta do. At rank 3, Amazing Spider-Man 565. Okay, I'm super hesitant to include this book because something seems way off. Raw copies sell for around $25. This is the first appearance of Anna Kravinoff, but 9.8s have sold for $600 to $1,000, and 9.6 for $150. I don't hate the speculation portion of it, but trying to explain the price disparity is like saying that Tenet was easy to understand the timeline. Yeah. We also have Action Comics 894 at rank 4, $50. It has been stated before, this is not the first appearance of Death in the DCU continuity. Captain Atom 42 is. That being said, the cover is amazing. And does anybody really care about Captain Atom? Apparently not. Don't forget about the much more difficult variant that also has Death on the cover, albeit not nearly as nice as this Finch cover.
That is nice. I like it.
Yeah. At rank 5 from 1996, X-Men 53. I have no idea why Onslaught is selling, but the price has moved from about $10 to $25 to $30, and 9.8s have hit $400 when it was only $175 about a week ago. At rank 6, we have Red Thorn number 1. Was cover price, now $30 to $40. As we have commented before, unless it is a show for HBO, Amazon, Disney Plus, or Netflix, it likely has no long-term prospects. This property was optioned for some BBC network or something. Doesn't really matter. Flip it if you got it.
I remember these used to be all over our quarter bins.
Mm-hmm.
I did not care then.
Looking to care now. At rank 7, Black Panther number 22 from the Christopher Priest 2000 run. First Killmonger as Black Panther. I would give the chances of this happening at about a 10% chance or less. If it happens, then those buying in at the current $50 and more mark will look like geniuses. Otherwise, they could have spent a nice evening at a baseball game this weekend for that money.
Yeah, look at that Moon Knight on the cover, though.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have this?
No.
Jeez.
Didn't know it existed.
Wonder Woman Future State number 1. Joelle Jones writing and art. Interesting. I would not have thought that any of these DC Future State books would have stuck, but this one has. This was selling for around 10 to 15 and has doubled this week to over 25. And unlike the Thor number 2 above, the free preview is not the same situation as this. So don't try and compare those two situations. Who did own a Future State book would do something? Basilisk number 1, the Jonas Scarif Virgin variant, 1 per store. This Cullen Bunn written book, $40 plus. If this keeps selling, I guess they will keep making them. They're a nice bonus for the stores. Boom is on a roll. And at rank 10, Blackjack Demon number 1, $15 to $20. Never even heard of Literati Publishing. Sorry, I got a little glare right there. Sounds like a good old revenge story. I can't imagine that many stores order this outside of the big ones. For all you variant haters, this one has none.
I don't remember this at all, do you?
No.
This must have been deep in the back half of previews, and we never saw it on
not
FOC.
An FOC item, yeah.
Yeah.
And our honorable mentions, we have Batman Vengeance of Bane, number 1. For those that have not noticed, 9.8s of this are now over $725. This is more than double the start of the year, and it has increased in price month over month for 5 straight months. And another honorable mention, we have the Santa Claus Funnies, number 2, an old 10-cent book here. Walt Kelly on art. Huh? This doesn't look like most of the GA books that they put on here. This one is crazy, though. It's a 7.5 copy, sold for $2,600 this week. Only about 15 to 18 times the OSPG. Who doesn't love Santa? Bo. What is with the weird bird on the cover? Who knows?
That's very strange.
Yeah.
Well, some hot stuff there, and we need to find out what this week's hot stuff might be. So let's take a look at our sneak peek, and we'll start with DC.
Yeah, we're heading over to lunardistributions.com, and let's see what DC has to offer for us this week. Batman Fortnite 0.1 going to a 3rd print. Get your codes here, peoples.
Get your codes, get your codes.
Batman Fortnite 0.1 number 4 going to a 2nd print.
Tom Taylor's Batman the Detective is on its 3rd issue. Batman Urban Legends. You know, as much as I complain that DC puts a lot of eggs in the Batman basket, a lot of these books are good.
Yeah, a lot of the covers are great too.
I read a high percentage of them, and they're all pretty darn good. So I know I complain about it, but I also like them.
Yeah.
DC Pride number 1 is a one shot. Looks like they're gonna have fun with that one. Is that gonna be expensive? Is that like a $9.99 book? Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the overpriced books.
Dan Mora on the cover of Detective is just glorious.
Yeah.
Lee Bermejo on the cover B is glorious. I don't know how you choose. They're just so
that
good.
Lee Bermejo is crazy good.
Yeah.
And every single one of those Joker number 4 covers are awesome.
Yeah, they're all great. And I don't know how you choose those either. So those are fantastic. Rorschach's having fun. It's on issue 9. Those are great covers.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who missed out on Sweet Tooth and want to catch up before the show pops out, the compendium is available, and it is how much? $60, and it's collects all issue 1 through 40.
40 books in one. That's pretty cool.
It says it's in a new story only collection. That places so that means they ripped out all the covers, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you start and then this is one continuous story.
No
I guess that
breaks.
would be cool. That'd be all right.
Yeah. Anything else for our lunar friends?
No, I don't think so.
All right, let's head on over to Previews World and start with our image books.
There's that Ant number 12 we were talking about earlier that we didn't understand. That it's finishing up before it launches.
14 years after the previous issue was published. And this here brings.
Birthright finishes up with issue 50. I'm excited about this Good Asian, the second issue. I'm really excited about that. The first issue was so good. If number 2 is as good as that, man, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Carmen is on issue 4.
You said you read the 6 sidekicks of Trigger Keaton.
I read the preview pages.
And
did you read Assassination? Did you like it?
Yeah.
Same style.
Gotcha.
Really good. So I dug it a lot.
The Pride Month variant is awesome for Trigger Keaton.
I don't know if did we have that visual.
It's the first I've seen that.
I think that would be burned in our minds.
Yeah, no doubt.
From Dark Horse, we have Secret Land number 1. And I think we passed on this.
Yeah, we read it twice and just went, nah.
Yeah, it didn't do it.
Whoa. TMNT ongoing number 117. The Sophie Campbell cover A is a pretty wicked Jenica cover with yet to see a turtle playing electric guitar, so that is dope.
Yeah. I saw someone just railing against Jenica killing his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, destroying them.
I mean, we lived through the Venus de Milo stages back in the day, so I don't want to hear it.
You did.
Yeah. Interesting second printing of Beta Ray Bell number 2. They're just taking internal art and putting it on the cover now. I kind of like that.
I kind of like that too. You know what? That saves you a new cover artist.
Yeah.
But for us speckers, we like the new cover.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Do that more. And it actually, for once, the cover actually reflects what's going on inside.
Yeah, 100%.
That's pretty cool.
Heroes Reborn Night Gwen number 1. She looks derpy on both covers. That's weird.
Yeah. I think you would like Heroes Reborn.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good so far. I've been 3 issues, I guess, of it so far. Maybe 4. And yeah, I think you'd dig it.
Yeah. I like the Squadron Savage looks cool with Cloak and Elektra and stuff like that.
Web of Spider-Man coming back with a 5-issue miniseries. That might be fun. But then again, I've been uneven some of the Spider-Man stuff that they've cranked out. Man, I'm not seeing a lot of stuff jump out at me. Where you at?
Yeah. Star Wars books.
You're still looking at Star Wars books?
Yeah.
I'm looking at Bunny Mask down here from Aftershock. That looks pretty good. Aftershock's been pretty solid. And this is Paul Tobin doing this here with really 4 books.
Like an Aftershock, yeah.
Yeah, so, and we get Andrew Moody on there. Looks pretty darn cool. I like that one a lot. Cherry Blackbird, I think, was one I talked a little bit about during FOC. Unknown writer-artist, Joseph Smolke least for me. It's part of their Black Caravan imprint. But it's, I like rock band comics.
There you go.
I've read a few of them, and I've seemed to always like them. This is polybagged and 18 plus, so that's also got me money written all over it. So that's very tempting.
Freak Show #1 from Behemoth Comics. A frozen apocalyptic story in the spirit of Mad Max, Fallout, and Borderlands.
Wow.
Meets Tarantino.
Yeah.
Oh my. And that cover C is wackadoo.
Yeah, that's... Behemoth has been on the rise.
Yeah.
The print run's usually pretty darn low. But Kyle, that might do it.
Yeah. Which one of us is taking the layup?
You can have the layup.
Then I will say Bunny Mask #1.
The bunny mask is the layup?
Oh yeah, that's the automatic.
Why?
I've already seen spec and people talking about this online.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. You can have that one. It's cover A?
Yep. People like the A.
Okay. And I'll take Cherry Blackbird #1. That's pretty cool, too. So we'll take a couple of small publisher books this week.
Mm-hmm.
And I like both of them. I like both those.
Yeah, I was going to say they're both things I would read. So.
Yep.
Cannot beat that. I want to thank you guys for listening to Drew and myself. Thank you. It's good to be back on the podcast. All kinds of really cool stuff going on in the world of comics. Both stuff spiking in the secondary market and cool stuff coming out next week. I want to thank you, of course. Find us on Patreon, be part of the podcast, all kind of fun things. We've been talking about all kinds of books, be them Silver Age, Bronze Age, Copper, what's coming up with the new things, future speculations, what's happening with X-Men books, what's going on with mutants, all that fun stuff we're chit-chatting with on there as well. Stuff we can't, unfortunately, fit into the podcast, but be part of that conversation. Find us on that. We thank you for Drew and for myself. See ya.